Okay, here's an article I found on The Street. That's where I check I check the stock market, thestreet.com. Anyways, they get articles here and there. This article is Wisconsin Shooting Leads to a Terrifying Thought. That's the title. A famous line from the movie Shane has the Jean Arthur character objecting to Shane teaching her kid how to shoot. Shane replies, "A gun is a tool, Marion. No better, no worse than any other tool. An axe, a shovel, or anything. A gun is as good or as bad as the man using it." As the shooting in the Sikh temple in Wisconsin on Sunday demonstrates, for the second time in 2 weeks, it's plain that Hollywood screenwriters set national gun control policy. It's as if the U.S., a nation with more nuts than a pistachio grove, was a kind of massive outdoor film set with the Grand Tetons in the distance and good guys always triumphing because the script says so. Whatever. The same guns don't kill people, people kill people, hokum just killed 6 people and critically wounded 3 others, including a police officer. When are we going to get wise that American society is not a Hollywood backlot? In states like Wisconsin, where gun laws are so feeble that you can carry a concealed handgun without a permit. I don't know, anybody, is that true? I don't know. It sounds good. What you have, in effect, is a kind of lethal, macho parody of the self-regulating system so beloved by the banking and securities industry. Only instead of metaphors such as weapons of financial mass destruction, we're dealing with the real thing. Real weapons of mass destruction. Real guns, real bullets, real lives, and our national security being potentially put in danger by gun laws that seem to have been written for a John Wayne fantasy, not the real life U.S. for the 21st century. Okay, but anyways, as in all systems of self-regulation, the market participant, in this case the gun buyer, is relied upon to act in what the Randians call his own rational self-interest, like Ayn Rand, Randians. So the gun buyer is relied upon to act in his own rational self-interest. That means don't shoot people and get in trouble. And like all systems of self-regulation, it just doesn't work. That's obvious by now. But what isn't appreciated is the potential damage that can be wrought on our national security by the crazy system of firearms self-regulation. Our national security is really in danger because some people have some 9mm handguns. Really? Really? This guy's smoking something. I don't know what it is. According to a report on the Wisconsin shooter by the Southern Poverty Law Center, don't ever listen to those people. Wade Michael Page was a frustrated neo-Nazi who had been the leader of a racist white power band. In other words, this was, as indicated on Sunday by the local police, an act of domestic terror motivated by racial or ethnic hate. I just don't see. I don't see how that's terror. It's terrible. Shouldn't terror involve the whole society, not just a few? So because these people are dark-skinned, that counts as terror? Anyways, it's scary, but whatever. Okay, the Southern Poverty Law Center, reports in 2010, Page, then the leader of the band End Apathy, gave an interview to the white supremacist website Label 56. He said that when he started the band in 2005, its name reflected his wish to figure out how to end people's apathetic ways and start moving forward. Okay, there's nothing in that sounds bad at all. I would like to end people's apathetic ways too and start moving forward. Don't people like Obama say stuff like "let's move forward" or something? So they pulled out a few words. Maybe he's crazy anyway, but why he targeted Sikhs isn't clear. Maybe the dummy confused them with Muslims. I tend to doubt that. This guy was in the army. He knows what's what. Whatever the reason, he lived down the street, so he knows they're Indian. Whatever the reason, whatever. Thanks to our gun laws, he had the right tools at his disposal. He could have bought a shovel or an axe, but instead he bought a 9mm semi-automatic pistol. He bought the murder weapon legally at a local gun shop, according to news reports. As took place in the shooting in Colorado a couple of weeks ago, there were only flimsy legal impediments to prevent him from arming to the teeth, and it was only his own stupidity and lack of forethought that prevented him from wearing body armor, as did the Colorado gunman. Oh, you big dummy. Should have bought some armor plates. If he had done so, and there are no laws preventing anyone other than convicted felons from possessing body armor, that cop who was shot yesterday would probably be dead and not critically injured. In fact, we probably have 2 dead cops and perhaps more, and a lot more dead civilians. The important thing to remember is that the decision to wear or not wear body armor was Page's as a self-regulatory entity. So it was his decision, yeah. Otherwise, there was nothing to prevent him from making himself impermeable to police bullets. No. Thanks to our system of firearm and bullet and body armor, etc., self-regulation, society is open to threats not just from domestic terrorists like Page, but from foreign terrorists. Thanks to our firearm laws. This is me talking now. Thanks to our firearm laws, we're open to terrorist attacks from foreigners. Really, it's our firearm laws that are opening us up to terror attacks. Really, okay. But anyway, let's keep going here. This time, Sikhs were targeted. Next time, the victims could be any other people who fall afoul of the tools purchased legally by someone who doesn't like those individuals' ethnic origin, skin color, or belief system. This is not an outlandish possibility. Why do you want me to believe this possibility? Alcaeda's ranks are said to include by our government, who lies to you all the time, said to include American citizens. Oh, that's what they want me to believe. They want me to believe the guy next door is a freaking terrorist. You're Al-Qaeda, John. I'm going to have to shoot you or turn you in or something. And any American citizen who is a resident of a gun-permissive state like Wisconsin, Colorado, or Arizona can stock up on automatic pistols, assault weapons, and shotguns, as well as body armor and bulletproof vests. It's easy to imagine 2 or 3 or perhaps 10 individuals being outfitted by such legal purchases. Well, if it's legal, then you can imagine hundreds of thousands of people doing it. You can imagine it. Anyways, here we go, last page. Then they can enjoy the freedom that our land offers in terms of human target practice. They can act locally or think big. Hey, this is America. Opportunities await across the land. If they really want to make Anderson Cooper hyperventilate, all they have to do is rent a car, drive through the Lincoln Tunnel, park at one of the convenient garages located throughout the city, and make use of the world-famous New York City subway system, preferably at rush hour. Do you want someone to do this? It seems like they're promoting terror right here. Anyways, or head into a crowded street or neighborhood or a church or a synagogue or school. Or they could take the number 2 train downtown and get off at Wall Street. Now you're talking. Or head out to Washington, D.C. I don't know about that. The only thing that limits them is their imagination. Certainly not our insanely permissive gun laws. Thanks to them, all it takes is one American citizen to buy all the assault weapons and semi-automatic pistols they need to wreak havoc on our streets. You're still limited by the number of individuals. One guy with as many guns as you can carry. That's retarded. What's the other thing? Oh, I presume that our well-trained police will react faster than the police in Mumbai during the 2008 attacks, but the results could be just as deadly. Our well-trained police will be ducking behind cars until it's over and you're dead. And then they will come out and throw whoever they want in jail. They're not going to come to your aid there, dude. If the attack is planned carefully enough, the terrorists could wreak havoc that would make the Colorado and Sikh temple shootings seem modest by comparison. The legal body armor and bulletproof vests that they'd be wearing would make all the difference, as it did in the North Hollywood shootout of '97. I don't know anything about that. When heavily armed bank robbers wearing body armor shot 18 people, including 11 cops. I don't know why, this is the guy talking here, I don't know why Alcaeda or some other foreign terror group hasn't taken advantage of our insane gun control laws. If you're a terrorist, if let's say Al-Qaeda were real, and I'm not saying that, if you're a terrorist, gun laws don't mean shit. Your laws don't mean anything. You can steal guns. But anyways, if you're a terrorist, you're not even going to waste your time with little guns, little pea shooters. You get yourself some plastique or whatever, and you blow shit up, and that's what you do. And as far as that goes, what happened to all the terrorists who were going to swarm and blow up our nuclear power plants? What happened there? Yeah, see, none of that's real. None of that's real. They're trying to talk us into doing the terror right here. This guy's trying to get me to do it. I'm like, screw you. So the terrorists, foreign and domestic, know just what to do. We've made it so easy for them, it seems silly for them not to try. Oh, see, he wants them to do it. So it's an obscenity waiting to happen, and if and when a major terrorist episode explodes in a major city, we'll have no one to blame but ourselves. I knew you wanted me to blame myself. There it is. For tolerating an insane policy of firearms self-regulation. Well, so far I haven't killed anybody, so it seems to be working for me. Gary Weiss or whatever your name is. Lame. Thanks for sitting through that.